Boxing fans, welcome to Black Star Sports TV, man. We got one hot, sizzling off the presses, man. I tell you, if you've been listening to Black Star Sports TV for the last couple of years, then you've heard me mention something like this in the past, but people told me that it would never happen. And today I have to say, man, surprisingly, in the world of boxing, man, we got some exciting news. Charlo had went on to his Instagram and posted some posts, mysterious posts, with some overt messages, stating that, fight will be announced soon. There are no friends in boxing. And you kind of think, whoa, what is he saying? That's kind of crazy. Then along with that, he posts another picture with a big lion with a big shark in his mouth. And he's biting on the shark. Could it be he's talking about Earl, the true Spence? Couldn't that big fight happen? Well, I know in the past that Earl Spence had said he'd be willing to do it if the price was right. Not nothing personal, but it'd be business, and it's for the sport of boxing. And I think, hey, wow, man, what bigger move could PBC make at this point in time, where they're sitting at right now and in inactivity, and to come back at the end of the year with a boom like this? To me, I have to say this is bigger than Bud and Canelo. Yes, I said it. It's bigger than Bud and Canelo. We have the 154 undisputed champion. He has not been defeated at 154, still at 54, taking on Earl Spence, who was 3 belts and 1 belt shy of undisputed at 147. And before, if you had been listening to me, I was thinking that this matchup would have took place with both of them were undisputed, and they would go against each other. Well, since things turned out the way that they did, the boxing gods have blessed us, it seems. This could very well be happening, and hopefully it's at the Dallas AT&T Stadium. If so, come on down to AT&T Stadium and see Black Star, because I'm going to be there for sure. Yeah, me and my wife will be there for sure. And I tell you, man, this is a huge thing, because Earl don't do tune-ups and things like that, and to come back like this, and imagine if this happens and he does come back, and this is the big event, he wins this fight, what would that say? Now, let's add 1 minute more in and play devil's advocate, like my brother Basement Box Talk always say. Let's say that Earl stops him. Canelo didn't do that. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm getting at? Now, what happens after the Canelo and the Bud fight? What could be possibly next down the line? Maybe that rematch against Bud. You see? Or Canelo wins. Maybe he gets back in that driver's seat and gets his opportunity to fight Canelo. Because Canelo doesn't want to fight David Benavidez. But that would also be another huge fight, and it has been talked about for quite some time. In fact, Canelo had offered him $20 million a few years ago for the fight. So he's been on the radar. Who knows what to say, but it definitely opens up some really exciting fights and some possibilities of the future. I really hope so, because both of these guys need a big fight, and PBC does. God knows PBC does. So if that could take place, and they have that, man, they could have an awesome undercard, possibly. I'm hoping so. Just like we were speaking on the show on Basement Boxing Talk, they need to start stacking some of these undercards with fighters that, in limbo or just in transition to get to that major fight, This would be the perfect opportunity for somebody to come in and shine, old Shacky Foster and Cool Boy Steph or something on the undercard, or the co-main or something like that, We don't know. We don't know what date that would be. So it's like the possibilities are endless at this time. So, man, I'm really excited. I'm hoping that this happen, man. And it's kind of a shame, because it seems like this relationship is kind of a little strained after that Bud fight or whatever. But hey, man, they 2 grown men. Maybe this fight's what they need to hash it out and get it back right, Because you know how we men are. Sometimes that's what it takes. We ain't going to do too much jaw-jacking if we get to the point, and that's how we settle things. So we will see this. These are 2 warriors, man, at the top of the game. And for their resumes and such, man, this is huge. But I can look forward